item is number 5, consider approving the purchase of iPad cellular pull pads in the amount of $271,437.50 and approving the extension amendment to Anoka County Contract C0006472 with No Inc. LLC from February 25th, 2025 to February 24th, 2026, with automatic renewals each year.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm going to vote no on this today. Nothing is 100% secure, but I do feel that paper poll pads are more secure than electronic poll pads. If there was a nefarious actor trying to gain voter information through the poll pad system, that is certainly more scalable, and that's my concern, is the scalability of possible fraud. There's less chance of fraud taking place, I feel, with paper poll pads versus the electronics. Paper's not without some cost and less efficiency maybe than the electronic pads. But I feel like for me that's a concern of mine, is the scalability because of the use of electronics, where if fraud were to happen on paper, it would just be less scalable. And so for that reason, I'm voting no today, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, I'm not going to be supporting this as well. But, you know, for a lot of different reasons, really. So we started using these poll pads in 2018. Up until 2018, we used the paper rosters. They worked fine, obviously. I think that there wouldn't be anybody that says they didn't. Otherwise, you'd be saying every election prior to 2018 had a problem. So they work. They're probably a little more cumbersome. I've been trying to, I guess, you know, have discussions at the county here for about a year and a half, probably closer to a year and a half, about just giving cities autonomy. The autonomy to use the paper or use the poll pad. Because the more that I, you know, try to bring forward that conversation, the more that I'm told that the poll pads really aren't that big a deal. You know, and it's true. I mean, the poll pad doesn't actually carry any votes, hold any votes. It's basically a roster. You've got the paper roster, you've got an electronic roster that's on a poll pad. It's kind of a spreadsheet that's on a poll pad. Well, if it's that low bar, then what's the big deal? To me, I don't really care if a city uses a paper roster or an electronic roster. I just want to allow them the freedom, the autonomy to do what they want. And so, you know, I keep being told that we're going to have a vote on this board about it, about that topic, about that question. And you know, whether or not, and it might fail and it might succeed, I don't know, but I've been trying to have it come before this board for a very long time. I'm told now that we are going to have it at an upcoming committee meeting and that it would come to the board. We'll see. But, you know, to me, it's all about procedure, too. We should probably have that vote first, identify the cities that, you know, want these poll pads and not want these poll pads, and then, you know, have some time pass for the cities to answer that question, yes or no, and then we would know which cities want them and which cities don't, and then you go buy a poll pad. So, yeah, for me, it's about procedure, it's about autonomy, and I don't really care if you use poll pads or not, but it should be left up to the cities, and the county shouldn't be lording over all the cities and say you will be doing it this way. So, you know, for those reasons, I won't be supporting today.
Thank you.
Yeah, just final comment, and I'm not going to, you know, jump on anybody up here. I mean, they all have their own opinions, and fine. But I think I do want to correct one thing, though. I don't believe the board in 2018 did vote. I think it was an administratively implemented change to have the cities use poll pads. And I believe only one city actually voted on the topic. And it's strangely enough, one of the cities that now don't want them. But anyway, yeah, I mean, if they're as secure as everyone says, if they're, you know, as low bar as they are, that it's just a spreadsheet on an electronic device. I mean, why do we care what cities use? I mean, to me, it's about freedom and autonomy. I mean, drive a Chevy or a Ford truck. I mean, you know, like you said, email, mail a letter. Some people still like to mail letters. It's more to me about just, you know, let cities do what they want to do. If there's truly no difference, let cities do what they want to do.
You're good?